All right, we are into erase this game. We're into now slide 2 Band of Thieves. And in this beginner episode, I'm kind of going to go over the like what's going to go on in this series.
Read you loud and clear, lizard.
As I drink my energy drink, but
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field.
I'm gonna let them talk this out.
If we're going to get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
Nice. So they mixed up the entirety of this. The whole formula's changed, and in this, I'm going to explain what's going on. So a lot of people, they told me that they'd like me to put the character in the thumbnail of what area we're dealing with. So it'll change. So in the thumbnail y'all see now, you see Dimitri, which we're going to get to Dimitri's area in this by far. Like, easily. We're going to speed through this. And that little character there, it'll tell you what area we're in.
Okay. Let me at the security computer.
And if there's multiple of a character, that means we're either going into the next episode or what. But what I'm going to try and do
The spotlights are offline.
is get the operations in their own separate videos.
There goes the laser security.
Because the operations in themselves are like 30 minutes long. So that's what I'm going to try and do for y'all. Like Thunderbeak, I'm going to get into its own
For your first time out, you did pretty well.
its own thing.
Oh, this operation is far from complete. Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murray should be moving into position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
I think somewhere here, you can also see the Panda King. Yeah, there he is.
Attention all guards, this is the network administrator. We're installing the new software
And if y'all want me to get clue bottles, let me know, because I'll dedicate whole episodes to clue bottles.
Great job! According to my information, the clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're gonna have to meet up with Murray at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
Hell yeah.
Memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button
So-
to run along ropes.
Some of the abilities from the first game are here, some of them aren't. There's one I need to get called like the Feral Pounce that's really good. But the formula's changed for the better, and it's a breath of fresh air compared to Slough 1. I really like how they changed everything. But that's overall the general idea. And I'll do farming for some abilities,
Must have gotten lost along the way.
like off camera,
Pressing on ahead without him.
because there's just sometimes where we're going to need a lot of coin. And here's Murray. And the hub worlds are really nice in this.
I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoropic entrance.
I kept it a safe distance.
Good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe, only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course, it is nothing before
The Murray. It is nothing before the Murray.
Okay, all clear.
Murray is really good in this game now. Like, they give him a lot of personality. And I like that, because he didn't get any, Bentley didn't get any.
Fear not,
Really? I mean, like, Bentley mainly talked to Sly in Sly 1, but they do a great job of introducing Murray in this.
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
Good thing is Sly's voice actor stayed the same for all the games, which is nice. It is real nice, but you get to see a familiar character with a different voice. I'll let this cutscene play out,
The clockwork parts
just because you get to meet a new character,
pull the plug on this operation right
or
now.
characters.
Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox. As beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Comleader. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
The Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts? Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than Sly Cooper! After him!
Yep, here we go.
Can't run forever!
The Panda King statue's in there too. There's a really good chase scene too.
Leg, Murray. It's time to go.
It's a good introductory level, a lot better than the police HQ.
Yeah, well, this is where things get fun.
Stop! Thief!
Some foreshadowing up there with those planes. There is quite a bit of foreshadowing in this,
This is getting a little hot.
see?
You guys go warm up the van. I'll keep Carmelita busy.
You're all going to
There's quite a bit of foreshadowing in that chase scene there at the hallway. If you've played this game before, you'll see some statues that look familiar and planes and artwork.
Hold still!
It's a little bit of foreshadowing. And you don't really play as the van in this game at all, really. Like, you don't. Which is nice, because the van wasn't really fun in Sly 1. But
Get back here, Ringtail!
everything about this game's a hell of a lot better compared to Sly 1. Chase sequence here is a hell of a lot better.
Run forever!
I'm headed toward your position. Jump in fast so we can get out of here.
Carmelita's a lot more accurate, too.
I'll find you, Cooper!
Cutscenes are better, too. I'll shut up and let this play out.
Carmelita's just as angry as ever. She's really quite lovely when she's angry. And that Constable Neela, was a reference to the Claw Gang just a slip of the tongue, or an intentional clue? Either way, it's our only lead on the missing clockwork parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on. He caught up with my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley, the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family I needed. 2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Claw Gang even realize what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
And a good introduction. This this, for those that have, like, you could play this and never play the first game and get a general idea of what was going on. Of course, you'd miss out on stuff like Sir Raleigh and all that, but this intro kind of gives it all. But you're about to see the best character in this game. He is amazing. One of my favorite levels.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator, Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic.
Poor
So
Dimitri.
he gave him what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste. Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
The Black Chateau. Ask anybody who's played a Sly Cooper game. This is in the top of their, like, easily their top 3 levels. Now, what I'm gonna do also is, so in some of the episodes later on in the future, missions take place in the hub worlds, and there's quite a bit of traveling between the two. If y'all want to see me travel to the missions in between them, let me know in the comments of this video, because my current plan is to not show the travel between them, but there are some missions that do take place in this hub world, which is nice.
It's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job, hacking into Dimitri's satellite array. The coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocucom. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
Now, if y'all want me to get these clue bottles, I know where they all are by heart. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me get the clue bottles.
Sly, if you click the L3 button, press the left analog stick, I'll beam some virtual markers into your feed basket. They'll help you find
There we
your
go.
way around. And Sly, I need you to hack into Dimitri's computer.
Because there's 30 clue bottles per level.
You'll have access to his database.
How am I supposed to do that?
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Right. Jump and press the circle button to climb pipes. I'm on it.
Now, some of these clue bottles I'll probably get, like, just on accident, but if y'all want me to dedicate whole videos to the clue bottles, let me know.
Projected holographic markers to your interactive objects like this satellite dish. When you're near these markers, press the circle button to use the object. Great. The first one.
It could be like a Ian and Chill type of thing.
Uploaded the next waypoint into your thief mask imager. Remember, click the L3 button to locate your next objective.
Could call it like the Iceberg Lounge or something. Would that get me copyrighted with Batman? Where it's just chilling, talking about random stuff while getting clue bottles. Do that every so often.
Okay, only one more to go. Activate your thief mask imager by pressing the L3 button to find the
Now, I do also want to keep the videos Verona related in a sense.
always better from a rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
Sly, you can hold down the
Get
R1 button
these.
while walking to break into a fast run, but be careful,
There we go.
as this is sure to be loud enough to alert any
Calling a night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your next job is to break into the
We should be able to get this one done
make some reconnaissance
and then end it there.
of the clockwork tail feathers. To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head out for the cellar.
I listen to this music sometimes when doing reports at work. And the one thing I want to talk about that's For Honor related, because I'm gonna bring up at least one thing For Honor related.
Hey, little buddy. I guess the way through the wine cellar is guarded by those rats. Bentley thought you might like some help clearing them out.
Sounds like fun. You and me, back to back?
Totally. Outnumbered, fighting impossible odds. It's perfect.
All right, pal.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
get to it.
Fear the Murray.
Murray does a majority of the work here.
Hold on, Sly. Let me lower those bars for you.
Every character's fun to play.
Go. To get over this thing, you'll have to
But what I want to keep this video about being For Honor
while in the air.
is I want to talk about MMR, and I'm going to try and explain it with like images and stuff.
Thanks for that.
So, For Honor does have a MMR system, and over the years, I've kind of been able to figure out what is in it and what's not. But
Sly, in order to get past
so the way I'm going to try and explain here is everybody has an MMR.
to do that,
And everybody has a matchmaking rating, and from what I can tell, I think it's based off of the mode that you play.
these flashlight guards are too tough to fight head on. Crawl under the tables to sneak around him.
I think it's based off the mode that you play and your win-loss ratio and your KD. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in it, but from what I could gather, is say your matchmaking rating is, let's say 100 is your lowest and 500 is your highest. And when you naturally win games,
This air vent leads into the deep
your number will increase, right?
to crawl inside.
Your number will increase. Like say you win a couple games and you go from 100 to 200. You'll be facing enemies
Shut down those yellow
of that caliber,
You'll need to take out
theoretically. Because now if sometimes there's just not enough players and the pool doesn't get filled, which is honestly what I see a lot on For Honor Rants Reddit, is people complaining about fighting 4 stacks
the square button.
and people better than them. It's because if you are fighting somebody who's better than you, that is because your MMR has increased. And a lot of people, what they do in For Honor
Slam move only works on guards who have
is
Wait until this guy turns his back, and then let him have it.
get. Shame these yellow lasers are never really used again. So what a lot of people like to do is they like to leave whenever their game is done, but your KD,
If you get in a fight
to
with
save your
those rats,
KD,
the
and
won't work. It's purely a stealth move.
some little thieviness. Oh yeah, y'all can do that, by the way, if you want to stay up behind them. This is the combat section of the game, pretty much. So what a lot of people like to do in For Honor is leave games mainly in Breach, but it's been, ever since I've been playing Dominion a lot, I've been seeing it more. And naturally what's going to happen is if you leave games, it's not going to count it as a loss. And theoretically, over time, slowly but surely, your MMR will keep going and going up. So say you're average, say you're like one of these players that likes to leave games. And you start out like everybody else at MMR ranking 100. And you lose, you're about to lose some games, but you close your application or you dashboard. So slowly but surely over time, your MMR is going to increase greatly because in the system, you're only winning games in the eyes of the system. And these people that leave these games, their MMR goes up and up and up when their skill does not affect it. There's Dimitri. So like a lot of these players, they keep leaving, their MMR goes up and up and up when they shouldn't be in that lobby. That is why people will complain sometimes. Be like, what is this teammate doing? Why are they doing this? It's because in those higher lobbies, like say you are an above average player and you are in these higher MMR lobbies and you see somebody doing horrible. Now, I know everybody can have their bad days, mind you. Everybody has those bad days where they're horrible at the game. However, with the For Honor player base being so small, you run into players over and over. And it's why some of these players do not need to be in that skill bracket or MMR setting, is because they keep leaving games. And the system that does it can't determine what's a rage quit and what's a dashboard.
Reminder of what the modern thief is up against. Spotlights, stepped up patrols. The sum of it all renders a direct assault impossible. To solve this puzzle, I'm going to need some more intelligence. First, replace this bugged painting with one Dimitri has in his office. Once in place, we should be able to listen in on his communications. Second, if you see the boss, tail him. We might learn something from studying his movements. Once we've got a proper understanding of the operation, those clockwork tail feathers are as good as ours.
I like that little detail with the projection, or the projector. Now, we'll follow Dimitri because we actually still got time. Does he have anything? So this is another thing about this game. And to prove that I can sprint behind him, look at that. You just tap R1. But that is really how the MMR works. You have a number and it goes up and up and up. And it goes down when you lose. That is what it is. And that is why some players do not need to be in the skill bracket that they are, is because they leave games. Unfortunately, there's not really going to be a way around it for the system to detect what is a dashboard.
Of that I'm uncertain. Ring the bell and follow him without being seen. Then maybe we'll find out what he's hiding.
Gotta keep an eye on Dimitri here. I love his music. This level does a good job of teaching you how to use your environment. But yeah, that's the moral of the story. Don't leave your games. If you complain about fighting nothing but sweats and you leave a bunch of games all the time, then the issue isn't really the game. It's you gotta look deeper at the issue. That is the harsh truth. Now, do I get greedy? Ian's greedy. Ian is very greedy.
You won't be able to see what Dimitri is doing from up on that water tower. Go down for a closer view.
That's a bad RNG that the guard spawned there.
Good job tailing him, Sly. He had no idea you were watching while he typed in that secret code. Hold on. Looks like that door leads to the nightclub's aqua pump. This might be useful for the heist.
Now, I want to see... Okay, this is another new mechanic of the game that I'm going to show y'all. So in Sly 2, you know, you got the pickpocketing. Where is it? Is it right here? There's something over here that you can get. I don't think they spawn until you get the bugged painting. I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, they're not gonna spawn until we do the bugged painting mission, which, you know, I'll throw in the bugged painting mission too. I'll make it a little extra long one here. We'll throw in the bug picture. He doesn't have any coin in him, so there's really no points in. Or he doesn't have loot, mind you, so there's no point in picking his pocket. There's a lot of flashlight guards in this. This will spawn treasures. And treasures essentially,
So we'll be able to listen in on this conversation.
if you bring them back to the safe house, you get a bunch of coin. Now,
Just be careful with the fine art. Take any damage and the painting's
yeah,
ruined.
this applies to treasures too. Now, one issue about this game in the loot system here, I think he has something on him. Does he? Yes, he does. We'll get greedy and get him. So you might be like, oh, I'm collecting all this stuff. It must be a lot of coin. In the long run, no. In the long run, it's really not, because the value of the items you collect increases as you go in levels. And some of the upgrades are actually pretty pricey. Like, there are some upgrades or powers you can get that are, and I mean extremely pricey, y'all. I am not trying to collect that clue bottle. Dang it.
The message sent out appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the
I didn't want to collect the clue bottle. I want to save those for episodes. Now, this used to give me a lot of trouble as a kid, getting from over there to up there, which it's easy. I'm gonna show y'all a surefire way of speed running this while we listening to this banger music. Amazing music.
Dimitri coming at you loud and clear. I've got to high-five give it up to my main man working the disco. Spice sales are up. When that spice bite, and to every home slice down in the special big money-making room. Nice little jobs there, man, I can. Keep full steam ahead with my new clockwork printing plates. All of us retire early. You picking up on what I'm throwing down? Peace out.
Now here's a good thing. About us doing that mission last, we will teleport.
I could sell it through my internet connections and make us a ton of coins.
We'll teleport back to the safe house without having to worry. That's one of the very few. Oh no. Never mind. I forgot Murray's mission is available. So now we gotta get it back. This is good though. This will show y'all what we have to do to get it back. And when we get back to the safe house, we'll... Oh lord. End the mission. Or end the episode, mind you. My bad. But I am thankful for...
Spotted by the flashlight guards. If you get caught, you can run away by holding down the R1 button.
Yeah, the flashlight guards are pretty spooky. Is there a guard that spawns here? Nope. And that's it. Now I'll show y'all what we mean about the thief net here. This is a new thing. Smoke bomb, yes. Now we sell loot. See, look at all that. The prices of all this will go up. I had to collect all that just to get that one painting's worth. But it's when you get to the final episode of the game, you'll collect a lot more, and it's more valuable. But we are gonna end it here. That is Sly 2 Band of Thieves episode 1. Remember, if you like this, don't forget to let me know down in the comments. If you want to see me do some episodes where I just go through collecting the clue bottles and we just chill and talk, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, a follow, sub, follow my Twitch too. I stream on my off nights, twitchtv.com/x1844. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the Sly 1 series and the episode ranking. I'll be doing the same thing for this game when I get done. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe to become a seal, baby, and I'll see all y'all in the next one.